If Democrats have their way, illegal immigrants who identify as LGBTQ may not be held in custody after crossing the border.
Special status. The bill aims to protect, quote, vulnerable people. It also applies to those who do not speak English. And as calls grow to impeach DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, he is focusing on an AI task force.
Just who you want in charge of that. All right, well, Fox News contributor Sara Carter has seen the crisis at the border, and she joins us now. Sara, always great to have you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
What do you make? I mean, like, I've always known that, you know, what the priorities of this administration, but it was still very jarring to see this list and to see that political persecution, which was always why we let people come into our country, was at the bottom of the list.
I think it's crazy, Rachel, and it goes to show you the hypocrisy in this administration. But we've seen this. This isn't, you know, now it's very public. But for the last 3 years that I've been watching as people are claiming to be LGBTQ in an effort to stay in the country. So they already know that this is a loophole. I guess this is the way that the Biden administration can make it very, very public so that people can continue to come into this country illegally. All they do have to do is claim it. I remember talking to a young man who had crossed the border when I was in Yuma, Arizona, and he had said to me, you know, I was told if I say I'm gay, I get to stay. So I don't think that's going to be a problem for me. And I said, well, are you gay? And he said, no, I'm not. I'm just going to say it. So they already understand the loopholes. The cartels will already brief them on these loopholes, and they'll get to stay in the country.
So will the NGOs, by the way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And a big part of this is what is happening over in Central America and Mexico when the NGOs and other lawyers, immigration lawyers as well that work for the NGOs, brief what they are clients, future clients, and they do that even here in the United States. Interestingly enough, I spoke with an immigration and customs enforcement officer this week about that and about the adjudication process of getting people into the United States. That's where they do the interviews. And many times what ICE officers will tell me is that they don't even carry identifiers. So we know a lot of the people that come in won't even be carrying their identification. They'll make up who they are, and they'll even make up their age. So think about this. They'll come in saying that they're a young person, so they'll give an age of like 17 when they're actually like 26. So then they move these folks into facilities where they are holding younger people and exposing the younger children to older adults post 18, and those children are now susceptible to being abused by older folks. So this is a problem that we've seen across the board.
For sure. Just when you thought it couldn't get wilder, they expose exactly what they want. Hopefully this bill never becomes law, but it's already happening on the border, as you talked about, Sara. But we want to get your take real quick on something else happening in California. You know, the border has brought in, unfortunately, tragically, deadly amounts of fentanyl, and it's happening in multiple streets, including San Francisco in California. Governor Newsom is now directing the National Guard in California to try to deal with the fentanyl crisis. Here's what he said on Friday. He said, two truths can coexist at the same time. San Francisco's violent crime rate is below comparably sized cities like Jacksonville and Fort Worth. So he's got to take a swipe at Florida and Texas. And there's also more we can do to address public safety concerns, including the fentanyl crisis. We're taking action. So now they deploy the National Guard to deal with the drug crisis they won't address otherwise.
That's absolutely, again, we're seeing the hypocrisy, right, on the part of the Democrats, and particularly on the part of this administration. You know, that border has been wide open now and purposefully open. The Biden administration made it very clear when they overturned everything that President Trump had put in place with his executive orders. And so the border became a sieve for fentanyl and for other narcotics coming into the United States, like crystal meth. But if you just focus on fentanyl and the fentanyl crisis, one of the issues that has been very downplayed by this administration, they haven't addressed it, frankly, is the fact that the Chinese Communist Party has been pumping in precursor chemicals into Mexico so that these Mexican cartels can then create these counterfeit pills that come on our streets. They make an exorbitant amount of money of them, hundreds of billions of dollars in cash that flow back, by the way, through Chinese banks. So they launder the money, the Mexican cartels, through Chinese Communist Party affiliated banks. So we have no access to them. Our streets are flooded. We've lost over 100,000 young people, as well as Americans, to this crisis, 60% from fentanyl. And all you have to do is walk through the streets of San Francisco, go to Pennsylvania, unfortunately to Philadelphia and Kensington. You can see it spreading. And I even see it here in Texas, in San Antonio. So it's moving across the United States. It's a little too late for Governor Newsom and for this administration to actually act like they're going to do something about it, because I don't buy it.
Well, Sarah, it's great to talk to you this morning. Thanks for getting up early with us. We always appreciate your perspective. Sara Carter.